People always talk about buyer's remorse. For me, Maya, it wasn't about the price or the school district, it was the binder. The previous owner, a quiet old man named Mr. Armitage, had left it on the kitchen counter the day we got the keys. It was labelled in meticulous handwriting for the care and upkeep of the property. We laughed at first, my husband Leo and I, thinking it was charming. A guide to the quirky boiler, the specific brand of sealant for the deck, maybe some gardening tips. The first few pages were normal. Circuit breaker locations, the schedule for septic tank pumping, the name of a reliable arborist for the ancient oak in the backyard. Then the instructions changed. Page 15 was titled Nightly Protocol for the West Hallway. It stated that between the hours of 11:15 p.m. and 4 a.m., the hallway connecting the master bedroom to the spare rooms was not to be used. If one must traverse it during that time, they were to walk briskly, avoid looking at the large framed landscape painting of a forest, the third one down on the left, and under no circumstances acknowledge any sense of being followed. A feeling of cold air or a soft shuffling is to be expected, it read. Do not turn around. Proceed to your destination and close the door firmly. It is not malice, merely curiosity. Leo thought it was a bizarre joke. Some old guy's idea of a prank on the newbies, he said, tossing the binder into a drawer. I tried to agree, but the specificity chilled me. That first night, I woke up at 2:17 a.m., thirsty. Our bedroom door opens directly into the west hallway. I sat up, the instructions screaming in my head. I told myself it was ridiculous. I was a grown woman, a practical person. I believed in logic, not ghosts. I opened the door. The hallway was pitch black, long and cold. An unnatural draft slithered past my ankles. I took a step, then another, my eyes fixed on the sliver of light from the bathroom at the far end. I passed the first two paintings. My peripheral vision caught the third, the forest scene. In the darkness, the painted trees seemed to shift, their depths too deep. And then I heard it. Not a shuffle, but a soft, wet click, like a tongue detaching from a roof of a mouth directly behind my right ear. I froze. Every cell in my body told me to run, to look. The binder's words flashed. Do not turn around. It is not malice, merely curiosity. The cold intensified, wrapping around my neck like a vapor. I could feel a presence, a dense, patient attention focused on the back of my skull. I didn't run. I walked, stiff-legged, to the bathroom, every hair on my body standing erect. I didn't look at the mirror. I closed the door and leaned against it, my heart a jackhammer. I heard nothing else. The next day, I pulled out the binder. There were dozens of entries, rules for the basement. Always announce your arrival by knocking 3 times on the support beam before descending. For the attic, if you hear scratching from the north corner, tap the ventilation duct twice in reply. It will cease. Instructions for the garden pond. Every third Sunday, leave a small smooth stone on the eastern edge. It will be gone by morning. We stopped laughing. Leo wanted to burn the binder. I foolishly became obsessed. I started to follow the rules. I knocked on the basement beam. The faint, lingering smell of damp rot that always hung down there would dissipate for hours. I tapped the attic duct. The scratching stopped. It worked. The house was calm, peaceful even. We settled in. The rules became a weird domestic ritual. The climax came in winter. A brutal storm knocked out the power. We huddled by the fireplace. At precisely 11:15 p.m., the time the West Hallway protocol began, the fire suddenly died to embers, though no draft touched it. The cold from the hallway seeped into the living room, and from the darkness of that hall, we heard a new sound. Not a click, not a shuffle. A low, resonant hum, like a contented cat, but layered, ancient, and coming from multiple points in the shadows. Leo gripped my arm, his nails digging in. "It's because we've been following the rules," he whispered, terrified. I realized he was right. We hadn't tamed the house. We had trained ourselves. We were performing maintenance. We were the new caretakers. The binder wasn't a joke or a warning, it was a manual. And the thing in the hallway, the thing in the attic and the basement, it wasn't a ghost haunting the house. The house was built for it. We were the live-in staff. The ending is simple. We still live here. We follow the binder to the letter. The house is the quietest, most serene place either of us has ever known. Nothing bad has ever happened to us, but sometimes in the dead of night, I'll wake up and see Leo lying awake beside me, staring at the ceiling. We don't speak. We just listen to the soft, almost inaudible sounds of the house being tended to, of its other residents moving through their routines. We bought our dream home. We just didn't realize we'd be sharing it, or that our names were now written in that binder, under the section titled Current Stewards.